This story isn't just behind-the-scenes gossip, but the bitter journey of an idol who nearly lost everything. Xiao Zhan, a name that shone brightly for his talent and charm, once found himself at a point where all light seemed to fade. And now, the shadows of that dark past have resurfaced, bringing tears to his fans' eyes. Early in his career, Xiao Zhan was just a simple young man with big dreams. But his popularity exploded after his role in a global drama. Unfortunately, this rapid rise to fame was the beginning of a difficult trial. Amidst the euphoria of success, a storm of gossip and controversy emerged mercilessly, dragging his name to a near-destructive abyss. The scandals that befell him were no small matter. He was accused, cursed, and even forced to take responsibility for mistakes he wasn't entirely responsible for. Overnight, he went from being a celebrated figure to a target of hatred. Social media was filled with abuse, and his career seemed to be on the line. Loyal fans could only pray, hoping their idol would be able to withstand such immense pressure. However, what was most heartbreaking wasn't just the public hatred, but the loneliness Xiao Zhan felt. In the glittering entertainment world, he felt how fragile a human being is when left alone to face the storm. Not everyone dared to stand by his side. Many chose to remain silent, while others turned away. The question was, where was Wang Yibo at that time? Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo's friendship was always a hot topic. Their on-screen chemistry led many fans to believe that the two shared a bond beyond mere colleagues. But when the controversy hit, Wang Yibo's voice was eerily silent. He made no statement, posted no messages of support, as if choosing to distance himself from the problem. Wang Yibo's silence certainly raised big questions. Had he truly abandoned his friend? Or was there a hidden reason for his silence? Many suspected that behind the scenes, Wang Yibo was actually offering his silent support. But the public, thirsting for certainty, remained waiting. When would he finally speak out? Time passed, and Xiao Zhan's wounds slowly healed, though the scars remained. He returned to the stage, a smile that seemed to conceal the pain he felt inside. Fans greeted him with cheers, as if to say they had never truly abandoned him. But one question lingered. Why did Wang Yibo remain silent? Some sources suggest that Wang Yibo's silence was a form of protection. In the intrigued world of Chinese entertainment, a single statement could have major consequences. If he spoke too loudly, he might be dragged into it too. So, he chose the quiet path, supporting his friend behind the scenes, even though he had to face accusations of being the abandoned friend. But now, shocking news has emerged. Rumors suggest that Wang Yibo has finally begun to speak out about his friendship with Xiao Zhan. Not in the form of a fiery official statement, but in subtle remarks, tucked away in interviews and small, meaningful gestures. And for discerning fans, it's more than enough to thrill. Imagine the feelings of a friend who can only watch from afar as the person they care about is showered with abuse. Wang Yibo isn't indifferent, he's simply chosen his own path. Now, his small words are like a tacit acknowledgement that their friendship never faded. It's as if he's saying, "I'm here, even if you don't see it." Fans couldn't hold back their tears. Those who had been wondering for so long finally found a small answer. The unseen support was real. And for Xiao Zhan, though he never spoke openly, his genuine smile upon hearing Wang Yibo's name was proof enough that their bond never faded. However, this journey isn't just about the friendship of two stars. More than that, it's a story of a fragile human being striving for strength, about how public pressure can destroy a person, and about the value of a hand reached out in silence. Xiao Zhan was once close to collapse, but the confidence he rebuilt was inseparable from the love of his fans and, perhaps, the silent support of a friend. Now, the entertainment world is witnessing Xiao Zhan's rise again. He stands stronger, facing the future with renewed confidence. But the wounds of the past never truly disappear. With every step he takes, the shadow of that event follows, reminding him that fame has an unimaginable price. For his fans, this story serves as a reminder that idols are not superhuman. They too can be fragile, make mistakes, and be crushed by unfair pressure. And when they see Xiao Zhan smile on stage, fans know that behind that smile lies a story of tears that have never been completely wiped away. Wang Yibo, in his own way, is now beginning to be seen differently. No longer as someone who keeps silent without reason, but as a friend who knows when to step forward and when to keep his distance for the greater good. He may not be loud, but his actions demonstrate that true friendship doesn't always require words. Ultimately, has Wang Yibo truly, finally spoken up? The answer depends on how we interpret it. For some, his attitude is still too vague. But for those who understand, it is the most sincere form of support, maintaining silence until the right time comes to speak. The story of Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo is a reflection of the glittering yet heartbreaking world of entertainment. Two friends connected by fate, separated by storms, yet still holding a fine thread that cannot be broken. And for fans, the tears they shed are proof of love, a love that endures even when their idol is nearly destroyed. Now, the world can only wait. Will Wang Yibo truly speak more openly someday? Or will he continue to maintain their friendship in silence? What is clear is that this story has taught one thing, that behind a star's smile, there are wounds, there are struggles, and there are friends who silently stand by their side. Perhaps this is why many fans feel that the story of Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo is more than just a story of celebrities on screen. It contains lessons about courage, loyalty, and how humans can remain standing even when the world seems to be knocking them down. Every tear a fan sheds is not just a feeling of pity, but also a sense of admiration for the strength of an idol's heart that never gives up. On the other hand, Wang Yibo has become a symbol of quiet resilience. He never makes big words, but his actions speak louder. When he shows small acts of support that only discerning fans can understand, it's like a recognition that their friendship is real and cannot be erased by gossip or pressure. This story also raises a profound reflection: how easily the public can tear someone down without understanding the truth behind the scenes. Xiao Zhan was once nearly destroyed by opinion, but he rose again with the strength of fan love and, of course, loyal friends. It was at this point that the audience realized that the entertainment world isn't always as beautiful as it seems. And when their names echoed again, when their smiles lit up the stage, the world knew that true friendship never truly fades. Wang Yibo may have only just begun to speak, but that voice was enough to shake hearts that had been waiting for him all this time. For Xiao Zhan, that support was like a light at the end of the darkness. And for the fans, their tears testified to how this story will forever be remembered.